we start with the questions from the room, then after questions from Discord.
Hello, Hello guys.
I'm Bruce from Dia das Lendas. My question is for you, GoldenGlue. What do you think the level of the Brazil now? Did you watch the game with Fury against Cloud9 and also against Red 2? Can you say something about the level, please?
Yeah, I mean, I think, is this on?
Just you have to turn on. Slide it to the right.
Okay, got it.
Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like a bit leveled up from last year. Also, when I was just watching like the finals and watching all the games, I feel like I still feel like it's kind of the same style where it's very aggressive and very like I think watching the games with Cloud9 earlier today and watching them pick out stuff like Yasuo, Malphite, kind of the cool pick. That was pretty fun to watch. I do feel like the gameplay has improved some, and I still think though the same focus is still they're like very aggressive and like to play like kind of like team fight compositions.
And what about the level of the NA? You think it's better now?
Compared to last year?
Yeah.
Maybe overall a little bit worse. We lost a couple, teams swapped up, and I think this first split for North America, there's kind of like not a lot of new teams. People aren't really, it's kind of a fresh start, I think, for NA. So I would say I think NA got maybe slightly worse based on last year.
Thank you.
You killed it.
Hi, I'm Juliana from Agente, and I was wondering, what were your expectations for today's game, for both of you?
Okay, do you want to start?
No, you go first.
Expectations. It's kind of funny. I think mainly I wanted to see that we improved on our mistakes from our last match. Which our last match, I felt like our mistakes were like individual mistakes. And so I was like, game one, I was like, okay guys, Jarvan is gonna cheesecake you guys, mid or bottom, don't die. And then immediately we're dead. I'm like, so I think we're kind of just focusing on ourselves for the most part. And I think as a team, we played pretty well today, but I still think individually we made some mistakes and we need to just improve on those.
All right, my turn. Yeah, I'm excited. Thank you for the question, Juliana. This is Dayos. When we were scouting Red Canids, I think the main thing that stood out to the both of us was that they're a very strong early game team. So considering our last match versus Lion, I think that there was a very real possibility that we could lose. And as you guys saw from the first game, they did a lot of good plays with their jungler. He did a really good job of setting his team up for victory. With that said, I was really confident that we were still going to win. I really thought that we were going to 2-0, and we did. I think game one, though, was a really clear indicator that the region as a whole has improved a lot. And yeah, I would just say that I was very impressed. Viva Brazil.
Thank you.
Now we'll go for questions on Discord. We can start with Dottie.
Hello guys, Dottie from Valladolid. Congratulations for the win. My question is about the preparation time. Cloud9 has said that they didn't have time to prepare. So my question is, did Sentinels have time to prepare? How did you prepare?
Yeah, I guess we had basically 24 more hours than them because, we played on Saturday, they played on Sunday and then flew out. I do feel pretty bad for Cloud9 because, they lose the finals and then they immediately fly out and, it was like a kind of quick schedule for us. So we had, we also second game, so I guess we got a few more hours than them to prepare. But I mean, we just kind of landed and kind of worked yesterday and today. And I felt like, I feel like when it comes to preparing for playing for an international team, the most important thing is just focus on yourself. And I think that's was our main focus. And it worked out for us, I guess.
Can I add something, actually?
Sure.
Thank you.
Yeah, I want to add something, too. I want to shout out David.
Okay.
True, yeah.
Right, so David's our performance director. He's a really sick guy. He's worked with Olympians before. So he gave us like a protocol that we're supposed to follow, making sure that we're keeping track of our sleep. Did we do it? If you ask, we did pretty well, right? But I think it's good that, Sentinels is an org. They have like a lot of support in the background. There's like people that you haven't probably met on camera. And he really helped prepare us.
Yeah, and I'll say one last thing is we slept like a lot last night, so
Oh, yeah.
I'm feeling pretty good. I slept 14 hours. I think Impact did too. It was good.
Share some of that with me later
Okay,
tonight.
thank you guys.
Next question is from Paul from Inside Esports. I noticed you wrote your question, but if you want, you can just say it. Unmute yourself.
Yes, yeah, I can do that. Well, congratulations, guys, on getting the win today. Well, we talked about, 2 weeks ago how Isaac and Darkwings has developed over the course of the split. For him, who has never really had a true Kirkman experience, how big would a boot camp winning this tournament be for him?
Sorry, well, I missed one word you said. Could you re-ask the question?
Yeah, definitely. For Isaac, how big would potential Korean boot camp be helpful for him, and also just his experience in general help him out?
Oh yeah, I mean, I think Korean boot camp. We haven't done one as a team yet either, so it'd be really nice to win one. And also, we have like a bunch of Koreans on our team, so they can show us around. We'll get some good food. I think it'll be a really good team experience, and I think Isaac. I think the mid laners in Korean solo queue are honestly really good in lane, so I think it could definitely help improve his lane phase. And yeah, I mean, it'd be a good time all around. So I hope we win it.
Another question for both of you, Dayos and GoldenGlue. Just as a team that kind of has a good mix of youth and experience, how much was it important to flush Saturday's result and focus more on this game as a way to kind of end this split on a good note?
Sure, I'll start. I think honestly our team vibe, our team energy after the loss wasn't that bad. I think we felt like as a team we played better, but we lost because we were individually kind of making mistakes. So even in game one, we were down like 5,000 gold and we were outplaying them in dragon fights. So I think it's one of those things where people took accountability. They realized we need to be a little bit less sloppy. And I think most people were kind of like excited to do our first travel as a team, and I feel like no one's focusing on our last match.
Awesome. So I think the first thing I want to say is I'm actually remote. This is my first time meeting up with the team. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Zamito's situation with his visa, but I'm also having some issues. In terms of how the team handled the loss, I actually want to take a moment to really talk and compliment GoldenGlue Grayson as a coach. Yeah, get ready for this one. Get ready.
Thank you.
So I'm just watching on the screen, right? And he's always there when he meets the guys in person. He's always there, win or lose. And I would say that the thing that really impresses me the most is how stable he is as a person. There's a lot of high tension. There's a lot of moments where it may not seem like it, but if you just say the wrong word, everything can fall apart. And I've also been a coach for a long time. And many people have told me that my thing that I'm really good at is talking to people. I think that GoldenGlue Grayson is way better at it. No, I'm gonna be honest. There's, especially if you guys watch his camera. By the way, he's so stressed during games. He's losing his mind. No offense, he's losing his mind. He's his head in the air. The players come in. He's like, "Great job, guys. Great job. You know what? Hey, it's okay that you died. This is what you got to do next time." And then his camera, he's like, "I can't believe this guy died."
That's true.
But yeah, he's so stable.
Wow.
Right? In a world where people care about game knowledge, where people care about the very, I wouldn't say aggressive type of leadership, where it's bang, 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 bang. This is the guy that makes you feel comfortable 24/7, and you will perform if you feel comfortable. And that's very impressive to me.
Thank you.
Of course.
That's very nice.
I love working with this guy.
I'm not making people cry just yet.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's for summer.
First, my question kind of revolves around, you mentioned team fights. It seems like against Lion, that was the one area that you guys kind of had control of in pockets against Lion. So against an aggressive region like CBLOL, how important is to have your team fights, especially considering that one of your strengths seems to be team fight structure that you guys have. So how important was that? And also, Riot's team, can we actually get a GoldenGlue stream just watching him in the coach's room, because I love his reactions all the time?
That's funny. Yeah, I mean, I think team fights are really important, honestly, versus every team, and that's something that I feel prided ourselves and focused on a lot. I would say that one thing that we noticed, Red, is that sometimes they they split up too much in the teamfight situations. So that's why game 2, you know, we prioritize having more globals like Pantheon and Talia to catch them when they're split. And in game 1, we I think Rise ulted on them on mid-wave, even when we're behind, and we're able to win a good fight like that. So, and that's also who found that was our analyst Dayos, who found that tendency. So, I think he did a very good job in that binding that habit. But yeah, I feel like we're normally pretty connected, and today didn't look any different.
With that was the last question. Thank you so much, guys. Congratulations on the win.
Nice.
And
Thank
see
you.
on
Do we get to do shout outs?
Sure, if you want.
Shout out.
Yeah. Shout out Razer, our sponsor. Shout out the Sense Society, where you get a sneak peek.
It's true.
Shout out everyone on the team, GoldenGlue, David. Shout out my girlfriend, who also does help out. With
She
David
does. She
stuff.
actually does.
She does. It's amazing. It's a 2-for-1. So helpful. Actually, you say that. It's
I'd also
helpful.
like to shout out Dayos' girlfriend. She
Thank
helps
you.
us.
Yeah.
She helps us a lot.
Yeah.
Cheers to her.
And
Yeah, and then, yeah, to everyone else also.
Okay.
Yeah.